What's up guys, this is Roshni Sangvi, a plant-based wellness coach, fitness coach and body transformation specialist. Today I bring to you a 10-minute workout. It's only 10 minutes, just 10 minutes of your day. But for people who've been extremely sedentary, don't get a lot of movement done, mostly in front of your computers, hunchback, it's for you guys. Please try and do this at least for 6 to 7 days to get the best results out of this. Sitting is bad for you. Even just 30 minutes of sitting starts dropping your metabolism down. Sitting up to 2 hours can start raising your bad cholesterol up, and you don't want to do that. Start your day with something like this. The simple 10-minute workout is just start moving, feel your joints, feel muscles you haven't been feeling since a long time. So what you're going to do is start by lying down, knees towards the ceiling, lying down on your back, hands by your side, close your eyes and use these few seconds of quietude and staticity before we jump into our dynamic workout. This is extremely important for your mental health, and like I say in all my sessions, a little bit of attention and love to your mental health before you jump into your physical health and physical awareness. Just lying down for a few more seconds here. I'm going to be quiet so you can focus on your breathing, but I'm going to be here. Focus on your breath. Get your breath under control if it's not. Though we may not tend to obviously stop breathing unconsciously, but we do tend to decrease our breath and do short breaths in our daily lives. We have to train our breathing just like you train your mind and your body. Focus on deeper inhalations and deeper exhalations. Elongate your exhalations. Few more seconds here. And start opening your eyes. Hands by your side, on either side of your hips. Your palms are facing down towards the ground. Knees are up towards the ceiling. Bring your knees and walk your knees into your body as compact as possible. And from here, we're just going to gently, keeping your upper back down, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your butt muscles, squeeze your glute muscles in and drop down. We'll repeat this for 6 more times. Lift yourself up, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Just your lower back, your upper back is still on the floor and drop down. 5 more times. Now this time what we're going to challenge ourselves to is while you're lifting up, while your glutes are squeezing, see if you can suck your belly button in towards your ribcage. Can you also suck your belly button in towards the ribcage? See what this does to your breathing. You still want to continue breathing. We have 3 more counts to go. You can do this on your own. Come on, keep going. Don't hold your breath. Make sure that the breathing is as fluid as it was while you were lying down with your eyes closed. 2 more counts here, come on. Excellent. Lift as high as you possibly can and down. For the very last time, lift as high as you possibly can and back down. Super. Going to our second variation. This is extremely important to ground your core muscles. Your core is basically your belt, your lower back, you have your obliques on your side, and of course you have the abs in the front. And this variation is going to start working a little bit on the core muscles before we jump into a little bit dynamic variations. Get your ankles off the floor. Can you try and make sure that the ankles and knees are in one straight line, parallel to the floor? Can you also make sure that the knees are in line with the hips and perpendicular to the floor? Now imagine that there's a stick right in front of your knees, so your knees don't start falling back. So what you want to make sure throughout the variation that there's a stick right in front of the knees, so your knees don't start falling back. Knees will remain in line with the hips. Can you take your palms up towards, fingers up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, shoulders, wrist and elbow in one straight line. You don't want your shoulders or you don't want your wrist to start falling back or front. Shoulders, wrist and elbow in one straight line. Knees and hips in one straight line. Knees and ankles in a straight line parallel to the floor. This is our starting position, and from here alternate limbs are going to do the work. So while your right hand goes back, your left leg will extend forward and back to center. But while 2 limbs are moving, the other 2 don't move at all. This time while your left hand goes back, right leg extends forward. Get as close to the ground as possible without touching the ground. And back to center. Let's do 6 of these now. Right hand, left leg, move, back to center. This time, left hand and right leg, move, back to center. We have 4 more to go. Come on, don't stop. Squeeze your belly button. Are your knees still in line with your hips? Keep moving. Pick up a little bit of momentum this time. Excellent. We have 3 more counts to go. Keep going. Superb. 2 more counts. Come on. Can you pick up a little bit momentum? Is your lower back, middle back, upper back touching the floor? It should be if it's not. Last 2 for me. And if you need to pause the video at home and repeat this for a few more counts, then do that. It's really good for your belly. Excellent. Once you're done, we're going to just come up to seating. And from a seating position, right hand is going to go in front, right in front of you, in between your knees. Left hand is going to go back. Now see if you can take your right hand, right palm on top of your left knee. So you're getting this oblique action. Right palm on the left knee, your left hand, left fingers right behind your butt crack, and you're going to look back towards your left palm. Excellent. Now besides working on the oblique muscles, which is your side body, this is working really well on your neck muscles. Something else we tend to avoid. Can you line your shoulders in line with each other? See if you can push your right shoulder front while your left shoulder goes back. Are your shoulders in line with each other? Or is it up and down, front and back? Few more seconds here, keep breathing. Has this changed your breathing yet? It should not yet. You're still warming up. Excellent. Untangling yourself on the other side. Start with the left palm, left fingers going to the back. Start with the right fingers going to the back towards your butt crack and your left palm going on top of your right knee. And look back towards your right palm. Keep squeezing your belly button in. Are your shoulders in line with each other? Is your breathing any different? Focus on your breathing. Is your body leaning towards the back? You don't want that. You want your body straight and one straight line. So one straight line all the way from your hips to your head. You don't want to lean back. Excellent. Few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Super. Untangle yourself. We'll get into our first tabletop. A little more dynamism now. Getting into our first tabletop. So how do you do a tabletop? It's pretty simple. You want your wrist, elbow and shoulder in one straight line. And you want your knees below your belly button. So knees are not going back to the hips. Your knees are below your belly button. Knees are shoulder width apart. Toes are tucked in. Shoulders, wrist and elbow in one straight line. And you have a micro bend in the elbow, and this is extremely important. Micro bend in the elbow. See if you can point your index finger to the front of the mat instead of your big finger, instead of your middle finger. See if you can point your index finger. This will automatically externally rotate the elbow joint. So your elbows are facing to the front of the mat and index finger pointed towards the front of the mat. From this position of a tabletop, we're going to gently lift the knees off the floor and hold it for 30 seconds. You could do 10 seconds into 3 or you could do 30 seconds altogether, whatever you want. But make sure your knees are below your belly button, they are not below your hips. You want your knees to be below your belly button and you want your knees wider than your shoulders. Ready? 30 seconds, knees lift off the floor but just a little, so you're just hovering off the floor. And 3, 2, 1, go. Lift. Again, you have a choice. 10 seconds into 3 if it's too challenging, or 30 seconds together. You know what? I'm going to do 15 seconds into 2 because it is really challenging. Your quad muscle should be burning by now. We have another 10 seconds to go and then we're going to take our first a little bit, maybe a second or two break and then go back. Last 5, keep holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Was there a micro bend in the elbow? It's extremely important. Make sure that there's a micro bend in the elbow. No stress on the joint. Ready? 15 more seconds. Let's go back and lift very slightly just so that you're hovering. You don't want to be here. You want to go as close to the floor as possible. Hold it. 10 seconds. 9. Focus on your breathing. It should start changing by now. Your body should be working. Your heart should be racing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. You feel your thighs? I do. I absolutely do. Working your hands forward. Now from this tabletop, you're just walking your hands a little bit forward and get into a downward facing dog or a mountain pose. Again, very easy pose. It looks really easy, but you could make it as challenging as you want. If you want to make it challenging, your palms are facing the ground. Push the ground with your palms. So your head comes towards your armpits. Squeeze your shoulders towards each other. Squeeze your triceps towards each other. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Your knees are almost straight with a little bit micro bend, but no one should know that there's a micro bend except you. So they're almost straight, but please make sure that the knee joint and the elbow joint, there's a little bit of a micro bend. From here, we're going to come into sort of a plank and drop the right knee down. Just the right knee down. Extend the left leg back. So right knee comes to the floor. Your shoulders are in line with your wrist. Left leg is extended back. And right knee is touching the floor. Point your right toes towards the back of the mat. And we're going to squeeze the right knee towards the chest and suction our body up. We'll do 8 of these. So watch me if you need to. Suction your knee up towards the chest. Lift yourself up and back down. We're going to repeat this 8 times. Ready? Go as slow or as fast as you want. You have the freedom doing this from home to pause the video at any time whenever you're tired. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Suction, lift, 1. Excellent. 7 more to go. Suction, lift, 2. Are your right toes still pointing to the back of the mat? Suction, lift, 3. Super. Can you make sure that your left toes and heels are in one straight line? Suction, lift, 4. Micro bend in the elbows, 5. Come on, 3 more. We'll go a little bit faster. 6. Last 2. Lift. Super. Last step. And lift. Relax. Lift both your knees forward. Sitting up. That was pretty intense, wasn't it? You do the same thing on the other side, starting with a downward facing dog or mountain pose and then working our way from there. Excellent. Getting back into a downward facing dog position. Let's work our downward facing dog a little bit. Hips as high up towards the ceiling as possible. You can be on your toes or you can drop your heels down to the floor. Whatever is comfortable to you at this point. I want to be on my toes. It feels a little bit better. And your palms are pushing the ground forward. So using this palm action to push the ground. And you're squeezing your armpits towards your forehead. Super. From here, coming into a sort of a plank, dropping your left knee down. You know what to do. You know where we are going from here. Extend your right leg back, all the way back. Ready? 8 counts. Left toes pointed to the back of the room. Suction and lift. Micro bend in the elbows. I'm going to keep reminding you. Very important. And go. 1. Super. Lift. 2. Super. Lift. 3. Excellent. 4. Come on. 4 more to go. Was it 6 or 8? Let's do 8. 5. 6. 2 more. Come on. Let's go. 7. Last one. Very, very last one. Squeeze as much as you can. And we're going to hold it for just 2 seconds. Come on. Let's go. Lift. 1. And 2. Drop. Wonderful. Getting your feet together. Back into this Vajrasana position. At this point, the wrist is probably a little bit sore. So let's get our arms together and do a little bit of wrist rotation. Just warm up. Because I've been excellent. This was amazing. It was really, really good. We're going to add one last move and then we're going to wrap up. That's the target. Super. Ready? Ready to go back? Okay. Come on. Shoulders, wrist, elbow in one straight line. Excellent. Shoulders, wrist, elbow in one straight line. Getting back into your downward facing dog position. Getting back into your downward facing dog. We won't stay here for very long. And from your downward facing dog, get into a plank position. You have a few options over here. From your plank position, walk your knees back. So you're into this beautiful straight plank position. Your hips and your head all the way, one straight line. You don't want your hips falling. You don't want them too high. You want your shoulders and wrists in one line. You want your toes and your heels in one straight line. From this plank position, drop your knees down. Drop your knees down. Super. Now from your knees down, bend your elbows. Is your index finger still pointing to the front of the room? So the elbows should be pointing to the front of the room. You're going to bend your elbows. So elbows are sort of squeezing towards the ribcage. Go all the way down and lie down on the ground. Comfortable? And from this lying down position, you're going to get up. Excellent. We're not done yet. The movement is not done. Once you get up, you did a push-up. You basically did a push-up. Dropping your left knee to the floor. Right hand goes up towards the ceiling. Push up to a side plank. And if you feel really comfortable, if you want to really challenge yourself, see if you can keep your left knee straight. But I suggest, if it's your first time doing this, drop your left knee to the floor. Excellent. Now we'll do the push-up with the right side plank. And we'll repeat this for 6 or 8. Let's do 10 this time. Excellent. Both the palms come down. Getting back into plank. From plank, drop your knees down first. Index finger pointed to the front of the room. You know the drill. Elbows towards the ribcage. Lying down. Excellent. Lifting yourself back up. Right knee to the floor. Left hand goes up towards the ceiling. Wonderful. Back into a plank. 2 counts down. 8 more to go. Both the knees come down. Lying down completely on the floor. Lifting yourself up. Left knee to the floor. Right hand goes up to the ceiling. 3 done, 7 to go. Let's pick up the pace now. Excellent. Plank. Push up. Right knee to the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. 4 done. 6 more to go. Plank. Push up. Super. Left knee to the floor. Right hand goes up towards the ceiling. Wonderful. Plank. Push up. Lift yourself up. Right knee to the floor. Left hand goes up towards the ceiling. Plank. Knees down. Push up. Chest down push up. Not really a push up. Chest down push up. Right knee to the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. And I lost count. I think we have 3 more to go. I think we are going to do 3 more. But if I lost count, finish your count. Knees to the floor. Push up. Right knee to the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Super. 2 more to go. I think so. Plank. Knees down. Push up. Right knee to the floor. Left knee to the floor. Right hand up to the ceiling. Oh boy, I'm starting to burn up. I'm losing my count. Come on. 2 more. Knees to the floor. Push up. Right knee to the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. For the last time. Plank. Push up. Excellent. Lifting yourself up. Left knee to the floor. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Put the hands down. Downward facing dog. And from your downward dog, bring your knees to the floor. Sitting back in child pose. Walk your hands forward. See if you can get your elbows to the floor. Lie down with your head facing, forehead facing the ground. While you're lying down here, catching your breath, listen to my voice. Relax. If you have a loved one at home, be it a parent, be it a child, be it a sibling, or be it a spouse. If you have a loved one at home, then it's your moral responsibility to be fit. You don't have a choice. It's not your body alone. If something happens to you, everyone in your inner circle has to suffer. Imagine your child getting a phone call that mama or papa is in the hospital. It's the worst feeling. Don't put them through that. 30 minutes of your day, that's it. 30 minutes of your day. And you're gifting them the freedom with which they can live their life, guaranteeing them that I'm always going to be there for you, not the other way around. Wishing you a fabulous day ahead. Take this message forth.
Let it linger with you. So you make yourself back to the mat tomorrow, only to get stronger and fitter. Have a lovely day. This is Roshni Sangvi.